The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Harris returning.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Josh Jacobs. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 80 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball."
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. And he's got Renfrow in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. They go quickly here out to Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard with your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. DeForest Buckner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they've got to face a big third down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidence. By the final total there on Next Gen Stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 1 yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially.
And a loose football. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Tucker McCann on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the lead extended.
On play action, they'll throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Yeah, baby. Come on, boys. Come on.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go up top again. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 3.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. He'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check right, check right.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them. Just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple of... the play, so now third down coming up.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike, 55, right there.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From fourth down to first. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Powering forward. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now a 3rd.
Back to throw here. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner.
Second and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. They run the counter now on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would. Work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the side. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary trying.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
I don't care what you is.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that